The other thing that the state of Texas helped change in Major League Baseball is baseball's social media policy. Baseball had a social media policy basically since the time it started, where it was don't do this, 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 don't do this. Yeah, you can do this. We don't really like you doing this. Don't do this, don't do this. Players could not even tweet out videos of themselves doing things. MLB owned everything. And then the Astros came around. When the Astros sign-stealing scandal broke, every single player had opinions about it. And every single player was tweeting out videos of things that they had seen or whatever. And MLB got such a barrage of this, they couldn't really keep up. And they just basically relaxed all their protocols. And now MLB's got a TikTok. I mean, every team's got TikTok all over the place. They're trying to grow the game by allowing players to promote themselves on social media, allowing players to be much more active on social media. They used to bring in PR firms, like what happened last year was baseball basically had their social media teams document everything, like NFL Films did. Imagine that. NFL Films in the 60s was doing this, and it took baseball to 2021 to figure out to have cameras everywhere to promote your product. But that's what they did, and it all started basically because of the Astros. And, cameras are everywhere. In 2019, they staffed photographers at every game day ballpark to document pregame festivities. In 2019 is when they finally did that. And now all these players are able to take videos whenever they want, do all those sort of things. It's much more relaxed than it ever was.
877-881-1053, Autoflex Leasing Fan Tech. So what do you think of the two changes, your own personal take?
I don't care about bat flips. I think some of them are really cool. I always think, the bat flip from a lefty is different than the one from a righty. The lefty one, you could, if you're a two-handed swinger, you could really fling it like that towards the dugout. As a righty, it just seems like because your momentum's going towards first, you got to do the Tatis one. Or the Bautista one where you got to throw it one-handed from the other side. You can't do it kind of behind you, although I guess you could, but your momentum's going to be taking you that way. I love the bat flip. I think they're very, very cool. The social media, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Like, how dumb are you? How dumb does Major League Baseball have to be to wait until 2009 to document pregame festivities?
Crazy. Insane.
I'm sorry, 2019, not 2009.
Yeah. And the Astros, of course, are still dealing with all this fallout. How about what Dusty Baker said to all of us the other day after the inflatable trash cans were thrown at the Astros in the outfield? He says, "You're a hypocrite hating on us if you've ever cheated on a test before in your life." Quote, "You can tell the amount of hostility and the amount of hatred in the stands. How many of the stands have never done anything wrong in their life? We paid the price for it. How many people have not cheated on a test or whatever at some point in time? I mean, it's easy if you live in glass houses, but I don't think anyone lives in glass houses. I think that sometimes we need to look at ourselves before you spew hate on somebody else. It's a sad situation for America to me when you hear things. I mean, what are the kids supposed to think in the stands? And some of them are kids that are following their parents. It's sad to me. People make mistakes. We pay for ours. I wish they'd leave it alone." What do you think of Dusty Baker's reasoning that if you ever looked on over at your neighbor's test or got up for the fake pencil sharpen? Do they still have pencils in school, by the way, or is it all pens?
Oh, definitely pencils.
I imagine they have pencils, yeah.
Yeah.
You get up in that fake pencil sharpen, and you're trying to look at three people's tables and desks as you walk by. Dusty Baker says, if you ever did that in your life, then you should forgive the Astros. They've already paid their price. What do you think of that?
I don't know that the two are the same, considering that I didn't win I'm sorry, what was it, Rob Manfred? Oh, yeah, a piece of metal. I didn't win a piece of metal for cheating on the test.
And no one took your medal away, by the way. You still have your medal.
Yes, that's the thing. It's not the crime, because we all know that people cheat. It's the lack of punishment.
But there's also a gamesmanship to cheating. We all know this, the unwritten rules, right?
Yeah.
If you are using a coach to try to watch the other sideline, or you using your coach in the dugout to monitor the third base coach, we all accept that. That's fine. Your runner on second trying to check out the yellow fingernails of the catcher to steal the signs, that's all good. That's within the game. When you set up drones to fly over a practice like Bill Belichick or the Patriots, or you're setting up fake website cameras to look on a sideline, or you are setting up a systematic approach of banging trash cans and taking advantage of that game after game, you're taking it to another level. So that is not trying to sit there and cheat and get one answer on your pop quiz in school. So shut up, Dusty.
Yeah. And other people in the Autoflex fan text, it's very wrong to compare crimes as an adult to crimes as a children if you want to call crimes cheating on your test. This other guy, I gave my girlfriend at the time a virus when I had a extra girlfriend relationship with a coworker, and I will still boo the Astros until I die. Ah! Like it.
All right, so that's the article on how Texas changed baseball for better or worse. They're saying it's good. RJ's saying it's bad with the Rangers and the armpit.